February 18th, 2013, Brussels Airport, 1957 hours. An aircraft sits on the tarmac preparing for departure to Zurich. Inside the cargo hold, 121 diamond parcels. Estimated value, $50 million. Documented, sealed, accounted for. 20 minutes later, they're gone. No alarm triggered, no breach recorded, no shots fired, no witnesses who saw a crime, just empty cargo space and paperwork that says the diamonds were never removed. Security reviews the footage. They expect force. They find routine. A van drives onto the runway. 8 men step out. Uniforms, radios, reflective jackets. They don't run. They don't hide. They walk. 3 minutes later, they leave with everything. The gates weren't broken. They were opened properly. The translation? Someone let them in. Belgian federal police respond, then Interpol, then the FBI liaison office. The same agencies that tracked cartel leaders across borders. The same agencies that dismantled organized crime families. The same system that caught terrorists, traffickers, and fugitives hiding for decades. Now staring at 7 minutes of video with no explanation. How does an armed team reach a commercial jet on an international runway in one of Europe's most secured airports, and no one challenges them? How do they know exactly which containers to take? How do they disappear without a single mistake? No violence, no chaos, no noise, just procedure, like they belonged there. Inside a nearby hangar, Swiss flight LX-789 waits for departure to Zurich. Cargo already loaded. Among the containers, sealed diamond parcels, rough stones, cut stones, industrial stones. Estimated value, $50 million. Registered, logged, insured. Standard procedure. Or so everyone believed. Airport cameras capture the van approaching the aircraft. Direct path, no hesitation. The driver knows exactly where he's going. The route avoids patrols, avoids lighting, avoids attention. Not luck, knowledge. 2 men cover the perimeter. 2 move to the cockpit stairs. 4 head straight for the cargo hold. No shouting, no panic, just instructions. Short, efficient. Open. Move. Now. The cargo handler complies. He later tells investigators something consistent. They weren't nervous. They weren't rushing. They acted like they owned the place. The entire transfer takes 3 minutes. 121 parcels, loaded into the van, doors shut, engine on. They leave the same way they entered. Security gate opens again, then closes. Traffic resumes. Flight control says nothing. No one calls it in, because no one realizes anything happened. At 20:03, the plane takes off, on schedule. Pilots unaware. Crew unaware. Cargo manifest unchanged. Everything appears normal for exactly 20 minutes. At 20:23, a supervisor checks the hold for verification. Space where the diamonds were stored is empty. Seals cut clean. No debris, no struggle. Just absence. He calls security. Security calls federal police. Then the questions begin. How do 8 armed men drive onto an international airport runway, approach a commercial jet, steal $50 million in diamonds, and leave without a single shot fired? Belgian federal police arrive first, then customs, then aviation security. By midnight, Interpol is notified. By morning, the FBI liaison office requests files. Because this isn't robbery, it's infrastructure failure. Investigators review footage, frame by frame. The van's plates are fake. Police insignia are counterfeit. Uniforms professionally tailored. Boots, standard issue. Even the radios look authentic. This was not improvisation. It was rehearsal. Airport access logs show something else. 2 security doors were opened with valid credentials. Not hacked, not forced. Authorized. The translation? Someone on the inside. Interviews begin. Cargo handlers, supervisors, gate operators. No one admits involvement. Everyone has an alibi. Polygraphs produce nothing useful. Creates a different problem. The team is disciplined. Professionals don't talk. Diamond industry specialists are consulted because this shipment wasn't random. These stones were untraceable, registered, pre-sorted for high-value resale. Only a small circle knew that. Shipping schedules are confidential. Parcel codes are encrypted. Yet the thieves went directly to the correct containers. Didn't open a single wrong box, not one. That level of precision requires 3 things: access, intelligence, and time. Authorities examine telecom data, cell towers, burner phones. Temporary signals appear near the runway for exactly 6 minutes, then disappear. Devices never reconnect. Prepaid, disposable, purchased weeks earlier. Cash only. No fingerprints, no DNA, no dropped equipment. Even the tire tracks are wiped clean by airport traffic. It's as if the event never occurred. Except for one detail. $50 million doesn't vanish quietly. Someone has to sell it. This is where Antwerp enters the picture. 30 miles north, the world's largest diamond trading hub. 4 square blocks, hundreds of dealers, billions move daily. If stolen stones surface anywhere, they surface here. Belgian police already know the ecosystem. Small crews, old families, smugglers, middlemen, and one category they rarely discuss publicly: the silent contractors. Groups hired for specific jobs. No loyalty, no history, just results. Within 48 hours, informants start talking. Not names, descriptions. A professional crew, European, former military, led by someone meticulous, someone who plans months ahead, someone who never steals twice the same way. Intelligence agencies piece together a profile. 8 operatives, roles assigned like a military unit. The commander, Marc Bertoldi, Italian national, former French Foreign Legion, suspected architect of at least 6 major heists across Europe. Airport ground crew experience. The perimeter guards, 2 additional operatives. Facial recognition analysis suggests possible Balkan origin. Communication intercepts indicate use of Serbian and Albanian dialects. Investigators recognize the pattern. This isn't new. It's a signature. The case file references an older incident. Paris. Armored truck intercepted, clean extraction, no violence, millions gone, no arrests. Then another. Milan. Jewelry convoy, inside leak. 3 minutes on site. Same method, same precision, same silence. Different cities, same architecture. Interpol assigns the group an unofficial label, the tarmac crew, because they prefer runways and transit zones, places where jurisdictions overlap, where responsibility is blurred, where no one fully owns the problem. It's the perfect crime scene. Financial intelligence reveals deeper connections. The crew operated through a network of facilitators. Hence, Lior Azoulay, Israeli diamond trader with offices in Antwerp and Tel Aviv, specialized in conflict diamonds with obscured origins, arrested in 2015 on unrelated charges. During interrogation, mentioned unusual volume of high-quality rough stones appearing in Antwerp markets in March 2013. Charges dropped due to insufficient evidence. The money launderer, Viktor Kovac, Croatian national, operated shell companies in Luxembourg, Cyprus, and Dubai. Bank records show 23 million euros in fragmented transfers between February to June 2013. Patterns matched classic diamond cash conversion cycles. Disappeared in 2014. Believed deceased. Unconfirmed. The corrupt official. Name redacted in official reports. Senior Belgian customs officer, under investigation for accepting 150,000 euros in consulting fees from companies linked to Kovac. Retired early, 2014. Living in Spain under surveillance. Weeks pass. No diamonds recovered. Insurance claims filed. Loss absorbed. Public attention fades. But the investigators don't stop, because the math doesn't work. 50 million is too large to hide forever. Stones must move, money must circulate, and money always leaves a trail. Financial analysts trace unusual transactions through shell companies in Luxembourg, then Cyprus, then Dubai. Amounts broken into small transfers, never exceeding reporting thresholds. Classic laundering, structured, deliberate. One account connects to a former airport contractor. Background, security maintenance, badge privileges, access to gate controls. Hisham Lagdic, age 34, Belgian citizen of Moroccan descent. Worked at Brussels Airport Security Division from 2009 to 2012. Performance reviews? Reliable, detail-oriented. Termination reason officially listed as departmental downsizing, but internal memos tell a different story. Lagdic was flagged twice for unauthorized access to restricted zone schedule, but cleared due to lack of evidence. 2 months later, he resigned voluntarily. Severance, 18,000 euros. 6 months later, Brussels heist. 2 weeks after heist, Lagdic purchases property in Novi Sad, Serbia. Value, 400,000 euros. Payment, cash. No mortgage. No declared income since airport employment. View request issued. He disappears. Phone off. Bank dormant. House empty. Too late. Authorities search his former locker. Inside, schematics, old runway maps, maintenance schedules, notes written in shorthand. One line circled twice. Cargo LX789, Tuesday. The flight. The exact flight. The picture sharpens. This wasn't a spontaneous theft. It was logistics, months of observation. Personnel rotations tracked, camera angles studied, response times measured. They didn't fight security. They timed it. Intelligence discovers more in Lagdic's digital footprint. Encrypted emails to Serbian IP addresses, content unrecoverable. Google Maps satellite view history. Brussels Airport cargo zones accessed 47 times. Purchase of two-way radios from Polish supplier, matching frequencies used during heist. Flight booking. Brussels to Belgrade, February 20th, 2013. 2 days post-heist. One way. Prosecutors prepare charges. Conspiracy, armed robbery, organized crime statutes, international warrants. But there's a problem. No faces. No confirmed identities. Just roles. The driver. The planner. The inside man. Ghosts. Years pass. Some diamonds quietly resurface in secondary markets, recut, reshaped, unrecognizable. Like fingerprints sanded away. International task force tracks specific stones. 12-carat pink diamond, originally part of shipment, reappears in Hong Kong auction 2015, recut to 9.7 carats. Origin listed as private estate, sold for $4.2 million. Buyer, anonymous shell company. Batch of industrial diamonds traced to Indian cutting facility, mixed with legitimate stock, impossible to separate. Several high-value rough stones suspected sold directly to unscrupulous Antwerp dealers within weeks, never officially documented. Experts say most of the stones are already gone, melted into new supply chains, legally indistinguishable. The evidence has been laundered. Official recovery total, less than 1%. Interpol issues red notices. Mark Bertoldi, commander, spotted in Monaco, 2014. Escaped before local police responded. Hisham Lagdic, inside man, reported in Turkey, 2015. Unconfirmed. Victor Kovac, launderer, believed killed in Zagreb car accident, 2014. Body never conclusively identified. Arrests? None that stick. Convictions? 0. Case status? Open. Technically. Inactive. The final report uses careful language. Highly coordinated. Professional. Likely transnational criminal organization. Then one sentence buried near the end. Subjects demonstrated detailed operational knowledge of airport security infrastructure. The translation? They were never guessing. Here's what unsettles investigators most. There was no violence, no hostage, no firefight. Just procedure. Calm men doing a job. Like baggage handlers, like mechanics, like employees. Because that's the evolution of modern crime. Not chaos, efficiency. Not noise, process. If you look ordinary enough, no one stops you. The crew dispersed according to protocol. Intelligence suggests Mark Bertoldi, living under assumed identity in South America, reportedly consulting for other criminal organizations. Interpol maintains active surveillance in Argentina and Brazil. Hisham Lagdic, believed operating in Middle East. Possible involvement in 2016 Dubai gold heist, unconfirmed. Notice remains active. Le Fantôme, the ghost, the driver. No credible sightings. Vanished completely. The 4 operatives. 2 suspected killed in unrelated criminal activity. Bulgaria, 2014. Others unknown. Victor Kovac, launderer, officially presumed dead. Some investigators believe he's alive under witness protection. Unverified conspiracy theory. The corrupt official, under nominal surveillance in Spain, too small a player to prosecute, serves as reminder that insider access was key. The runway cameras still exist. The footage still plays. A van entering, a plane waiting, 8 men working, 3 minutes, then nothing. Like a maintenance check, like routine, like it belonged there. And that may be the real lesson. Security systems are built to detect force, not confidence, not uniforms, not someone who looks like they're supposed to be there. February 18th, 2013. No explosion, no gunshots, just a quiet removal of $50 million. Where those stones are still circulating, set into rings, necklaces, display cases, owned by people who will never know where they came from, or how easily they were taken. The file remains open, names unknown, subjects at large, evidence exhausted. Belgian Federal Police Memo 2024. Case reviewed annually. No new leads since 2015. Primary suspects believed outside European jurisdiction. Recovery prospects, negligible. Estimated total loss including insurance, investigation costs, security upgrades, 73 million euros. The memo is brief, 3 sentences. No new leads. Investigation suspended pending intelligence. The translation? They got away. And if 8 men can walk onto an international runway, touch a commercial aircraft, and leave with a fortune without anyone stopping them? What else moves through our systems every day that we simply don't see?